My trip started with Kaka Bobby picking me up from the airport. Growing up in the Midwest, I have a lot of memories as a kid visiting this house, and a lot of it hasn't changed that much. Kaka Bobby and Nipria were very nice to allow me to just stay at their house, and during my time, I mostly spent either studying or making coffee for Kaka Bobby. I worked as a barista last summer, so Kaka Bobby wanted to test my skills, and he had me make French press for him for most mornings.
And Starbucks is strong though.
Well, Starbucks doesn't make good coffee. They're okay.
This is a little bit strong, so you
Yeah.
can put some water in there.
Oh, it's not bad.
If I wasn't studying or making a French press, I procrastinated by picking up some random book in Ridley's room to read for a bit. By the way, Ridley's grown up a lot now, so she drove me around a lot while I was staying there, so I'm super thankful for that. Kaka Bobby and Nene Priya took us out to eat at a Japanese restaurant that night that was owned by one of our family friends, and they were kind enough to even give us complimentary dessert because I was visiting. On Saturday, some of the other family friends in the area came to visit, and I got to spend time with Jerry. He's my baby cousin who spent winter break with me at our house in Houston, so it was really nice seeing him and getting to play with him for a little bit. He even helped me make some coffee, and I think he just really likes playing with my phone or pretending that it's Snapchat.
Yeah.
The next day, Ridley and I decided to go venture out to downtown Chicago to go meet up with our old childhood friend, Lillian, who goes to school at Loyola. Nene Priya let me borrow her tennis shoes because we'd be walking a lot downtown, and Ridley kept making fun of my outfit because it just didn't match. But you know what? Comfort over fashion.
I did because it was funny. Look, it's Lillian and Ridley. Oh, we're gonna walk now.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you've been through. Why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time. I wanna say no, but I cannot lie. I am so curious about your life, but you're a stranger trying to hide. What I see is not, you don't deny. I wanna see the rest of you tonight.
After eating deep dish pizza, we were feeling that afternoon lull, so I needed to get some coffee to keep going. So we've looked up a nice little coffee shop in the area. This particular coffee shop, called Tony, went for a very Parisian theme.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you've been
Okay, Ridley's doing a good job.
Yeah, look at
got scars.
Also, be careful of that camera.
Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach
She was like, let me be that extra.
'cause I feel you.
Wait, I need to get
What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie.
We did right by going to Do Right Donuts, which, surprisingly through social media, led to a serendipitous reunion with one of my friends from middle school. While trying to get all of our steps in for the day, we stopped by a candy shop that really had that Willy Wonka feel to it, and very odd candy flavors and chocolate bar flavors that I wasn't curious enough to actually spend money to buy and try.
But I cannot lie. I am so curious about your life, but you're a stranger trying to hide. What I see is not, you don't deny. I wanna see the rest of you tonight.
After a long day of exploring downtown Chicago, Ridley and I were pooped. Even with those tennis shoes, my feet were so tired. But thank you, Lillian, for giving us time to just explore the area with you. But now it's time to take a train back home. After being an extrovert all day the day before, I took Monday off to just be an introvert, or at least take some time alone to just study some more. Not that I really got any studying done. Thankfully, Ridley got me out of the house later in the afternoon, and we got some lunch together and went to a coffee shop as well, where it kind of got more productive.
I'll just do it backwards.
I moved to Texas when I started high school. So when my friend Raven from middle school, who I hadn't seen for 8 years, contacted me on Instagram saying she was at the same donut shop at the same time that I was, and we didn't even realize we were both there, I had to get another ticket out to downtown to go see her and spend time with her for a little bit.
Look who I ran into. Well, I guess we planned it now, but it's been 8 years! 8 years since I've seen Raven!
Oh my god, she's so pretty, guys. I'm jealous that you have her. She's beautiful.
We're both pretty. Pretty people hang out together. Look at that view.
Beautiful.
It's so pretty.
Belleza.
Honestly. Oh my gosh, this bridge.
All the water.
Raven, I just want to thank you so much for that day. You were so kind to me the whole day, and it was just really great having a good conversation and catching up with you on life and what your goals and future and the struggles that we went through in school and etc. And I don't know, I'm really looking forward to seeing where life takes you next, and I think you're going to be great and it's going to work out really well. And please stay in touch with me with whatever happens next. I got to spend some time with Papa as well while I was in Chicago, and so that was really nice. We wore our matching olive green parkas and went on walks in the park and talked about our life and aspirations. Today is March 14th, Pi Day. It's Wednesday. I'm having a very introverted day. I've been staying in all day working, being like watching YouTube videos. So I think I'm gonna head to the library nearby, which is just walking distance, and go study there. Hello, it's March 15th, Thursday. I'm gonna go see my friend from Plano who actually goes to school up here in Illinois at a coffee shop to study, hopefully get motivation. So I'm borrowing Papa's car. It's a little bit bigger than my little Prius. I miss my Ryan car sling in Dallas, but wish me luck on this drive. Priyanka when I used to work as a barista, so it's really cool to see how my connection with her all the way from Texas ended up getting us to be able to meet here as well. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for giving me some of your time that day and meeting me halfway, even though I'm pretty sure you drove a little more than I did to meet at that coffee shop. So thank you, and I really hope that all the schooling and everything is going well for you, and can't wait to see you again next time. I decided to spend the next day in downtown Aurora, where I spent my afternoon at this coffee shop called Indiro Coffee. I got to talk to one of the baristas there, and she gave me this whole story behind their coffee beans that come from Uganda, and I thought it was a really cool story, so definitely check them out if you're ever in the area or if you can look them up.
In 1 mile, keep right for 88 east.
I didn't know he didn't like sour. Is he okay with sour?
My last days were filled with a little bit of Jerry and some time with the girls from before. We went shopping all day and got to try out these shamrock milkshake thingies. I don't really know what they were. They tasted like peppermint toothpaste. My last dinner as well before I had to fly out the next day was with my dad, of course, and we went to a Thai food place, but it was pretty good. Of course, it was time for me to go home eventually, and honestly, by the end of the week, I was kind of missing Texas just a little bit.
I don't know who you are, I don't know what you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been
Thank you again also to JC and Kendra who came to pick me up from the airport as well. So until my next trip,